Why is Felix wearing Sarge's armor? Generic intro into Duck Goes Moo here, back with another episode of Red vs. Blue. Today we're watching Season 14, Episode 23. If you want from a reaction to Episode 21 and 22, you check that out there. It's also the triplets. So I don't know what crossover episode that was. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the comments since that video got sent to patrons since I recorded this, I believe. Yeah, patrons have it right now. But we're only watching 23 today because 24 is almost 24 minutes long. This one's 9 minutes long together. That would be over 30 minutes. And then with intro and outro, you're looking at close to a 40-minute video. And I don't want to willingly upload videos that are that long if I don't have to. Because I think there are two individual stories. We're almost done with Season 14. Season 14 has blown by. I've really enjoyed it, though. I don't think anything will top the Locus and Felix and Cyrus trilogy. That was just amazing to me. I love that so much. Everything about that was great, in my opinion. This one seems like it's going to be a real life video because we see Bernie right there, and then we see somebody wearing I guess that's a Sarge costume. Oh, it's obviously a Halo costume, but they're trying to look like Sarge, I guess. So maybe this is like a behind the scenes of them trying to film the movie, or it says Warthog flip, or it's Immersion, which people have told me to watch the Immersion series by Rooster Teeth. So I'm not really sure if it's another crossover with Immersion. I don't know. We will find out. Right now, channel is having some issues with copyright, so going to point out I have a second channel. If anything happens to this one, link in the description. It's called The Duck Goes Too. I hardly ever upload on it. There's 2 videos on there right now that are just little... They're not first channel content. So, kind of crazy that I can deem videos as first channel content or not. Also, I've been doing the Red vs. Blue PSAs. You can definitely check those out there on the channel, not because I'm doing 10 videos a week right now, and boy do I feel it. I am 10 videos a week is insane, but just gotta do what I can to help keep people entertained and keep them happy while they're stuck at home. Man, my English is just not doing well right now. It'd be like that sometimes. Shout out to the patrons down below. We've got so many new patrons over the past couple days. I don't know if that's due to Red vs. Blue, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Team Fortress 2, or Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It's probably Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but nonetheless, thank each and every one of you. I have a Discord server. It's completely free to join, by the way. And let's just get on into episode 23. Let's do it.
All right, dudes, I gotta admit something.
Okay.
We're a few stories in now, and I've had to drain the old hose since about episode 2, if you catch my drift. Gotta make it my #1
Vic's taking a
priority.
break.
You know what I'm saying? Been making a point to hydrate. Now I'm paying the price in gold, if you're following me. I'm saying I gotta
I've
pee.
never heard that before.
Now, don't ask how a computer program takes a leak. Just watch these guys mess around with some science stuff.
You're not a computer
Well, I'm
program.
gone.
Immersion, the Warthog flip. Make sure everything's recording. Also, I bumped up my webcam resolution to 4K, so that might be a little bit better. You might notice. Oh wow, it's a Warthog.
I can't slow down. There's no time.
Grab for one explanation for this reckless driving assistant. Why is the steering wheel on the wrong side of the car?
Yeah, why is it on the wrong side of the car?
Where we're going either. I merely assumed a bomb had been planted inside the Warthog, and that said explosive would detonate if we dropped below 50 miles per hour. Made
That's a
sense to me,
movie.
Lopez.
I haven't seen it, but I know it's a movie.
Will all of you shut up? I'm trying
Movie
to
speed,
focus.
that was it.
Focus on what? Where are you taking us?
Yeah, hey, bread guys. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that the power is still out of your base and your ice cream is getting pretty melted.
They have ice cream.
No!
Oh yeah, true. Oh dear God.
Ice cream? You're driving like a lunatic to get some fucking ice cream?
It's not just ice cream, it's rocky road, Simmons.
Red base doesn't have
Oh,
power.
'cause that makes it
means
all
we're
worth it.
completely defenseless. Step on it, dirtbag. What about Donut? No good. I sent him to the store to get me some parts to fix the Warthog's power steering.
Who do they get in these costumes?
Speaking of rocky road,
Is that a bobblehead?
Do something.
I don't know what to do. The steering's not working.
And this car bomb could go off at any second.
What do you mean the steering's aren't? The steering's not working. Both wheels, the front and back wheels, both turn in Warthogs.
Duck and roll, Lopez.
Oh yeah, they are Lopez. It would have been nice if they did like a reflection with the crash in his visor.
Damn it.
They could easily CGI that.
Welcome to a very special Red versus Blue Immersion.
Hi, Bernie.
We've come out here to our Rooster Teeth Test Canyon to run an experiment with one of the most iconic and beloved video game vehicles of all time, the Halo Warthog. Now, if you've ever played the game Halo before, the players can often drive the Jeep in such a way that it ends up on its roof. To get it back on its wheels, all a player needs to do is press a button and it'll turn itself over in less than 3 seconds. As you can see behind me, we have placed a real-life Warthog very delicately on its roof, and we're gonna find out what it takes to flip a Warthog in
Is that actually
real
Rooster Teeth?
life.
I know somebody made
To
it.
help me conduct this experiment, I have recruited a very special lab rat, Mr. Miles Luna.
You know, I can't help but feel like I was a little more forced than recruited.
Well,
Why is
forcing
Felix
a very
wearing Sarge's
important part
armor?
of the immersion recruitment process, Miles. You should know that by now.
Yeah.
So would you say that you are familiar with the Halo franchise?
I would say that I am mildly to moderately familiar with Halo.
Okay, well then I'm sure you've seen this scenario before then.
Oh yeah, 1,000 times.
Okay, how would you handle this in the game?
Well, I'd, just walk up to it, hit that little X button, and we'd be right as rain.
It's
All
RB
right, well, since we can't do that in real life, our control today, and every good experiment has a control, is that Miles is going to attempt to flip the Warthog back over using just his brute strength.
Just me.
Just you.
Really?
Yep.
And we think that might work.
Oh, yeah, I
We're
think
gonna go
it'll
through
be
that whole song and dance, or you
Depends
might
on how
know,
heavy
who
it is.
knows?
What do I care? I'm not the one wearing the armor. I'm going to go work on my tan.
How heavy is that Warthog?
Great.
All right, Miles, you ready? I want you to flip it in 3, 2, I don't know why I'm timing this. Just flip it, go.
Well, you're going at it the wrong way.
Miles, lift with your back,
gotta
not with your legs, come on.
Push it, not lift it. Okay, it looks like it's made out of metal. It looks very heavy.
Spartans never die. They're just missing in action or on their back. Get in with the hips. Be forceful with it. Just be forceful. Don't be afraid. There you go. Good hustle.
All right, well, that's disappointing but predictable. All right, come over here. Come here. Get in here. Well, clearly that didn't go very well. What did you expect? Well, I don't know. I thought maybe you would flip it over. You'd get hurt.
The
and that'd be
turtleneck
funny or
cannot be
something.
comfortable.
I heard you've been working out. What happened with that?
Not enough to lift 2 tons.
All right. Well, clearly, since one person cannot flip the Warthog
That's
on
4,000
his
pounds.
own, we don't want to give up. What would be the fun in that? Why don't we head back into the shop and figure out what it's going to take to flip this bad boy over?
We've come out to the Rooster
They have a
Teeth
shop?
workshop to show you exactly how we're going to get this enormous beast back on its wheels. And in order for us to do that,
We brought in our newest scientist, Mr. Marcus Laporte. Marcus, what
Who?
are our
I don't know
challenges
who
in
this guy
getting
is.
this bad boy back on its wheels?
Okay, well, first and foremost, we had to make this thing structural. When we first got it, it was really more decorative.
Oh, so that's like actually Rooster Teeth's Warthog.
First, the Rooster Teeth effects team will use steel plates to reinforce the truck frame so the Warthog can actually sit upside down, essentially creating a roll cage.
Does it have an
We will
engine?
also weld large metal rings to the body of the truck, which will then be connected by cable to a pneumatic ram. The pneumatic ram will use compressed nitrogen to pull our vehicle back onto its wheels.
In Halo, players flip the Warthog in mere seconds. To do that in real life will require between 1,000 and 1,500 PSI.
That's a lot.
That's more than 37,000 pounds of force.
Yeah. Well, also depends on where you use that force. Thing's 2 tons.
Okay, so if this goes according to plan, we should go from this to that.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I just wanted to show you the model. So Marcus, how are we going to set this thing off?
All right, so here is...
Oh, we have an X button. That's awesome.
Is that a remote
X
button?
button.
Because I'm the scientist. What do you care? All right, I'm afraid to touch it. So I hit this, and then that Warthog flips.
That's what we're hoping for.
All right, let's count.
I don't
down.
think that's how that
3,
works.
2, 1.
Oh, they did it. Oh no. Oh, look at that front axle. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Jesus. That thing took a beating. Oh, well, it was just like the show,
Congratulations, that
or
was
the game, though.
awesome. Wow, that worked a lot better than you did, Miles. No offense.
Thanks. No, yeah, thank you.
Well, since Miles
I love the
obviously
subtitles.
could not flip it over on his own, but science could, our winner for today is science. And Marcus,
What did I get?
you get to keep the suit of armor. You have to wear it home.
Oh, no. And this is in Texas. That could not be
Could you
comfortable.
guys have taken any longer? There's gonna be nothing left at the base but ice cream soup. Which, I guess I'm actually okay with when I say it out loud. You're fucking disgusting.
Well, I never thought I'd say this, but that was the best damn episode of Red vs. Blue I've ever seen. The only thing that could
I don't know about that
possibly
now.
make it better would be a larger-than-life, completely unnecessary, gratuitous explosion.
Yeah, but there's no real need for anything to explode. It'd just be like shoehorning it in for a spectacle at this
Yeah,
point.
well, you know what's
What
about to
that bomb
happen.
in the Jeep? Born ultima vase, no hey bamba.
Oh! Did they actually blow up that Warthog? Jesus! Oh god, the camera caught on fire.
Told you.
Lopez was also in the Jeep. Hi Lopez, how you doing, bud? So did they get a Warthog? Like a decorative Warthog? Did they, I guess they made a second one? Or they made one out of metal, I guess, that'd be strong enough to be on its side and be like heavy enough to be like the actual Warthog in Halo. They also didn't take into effect gravity in Halo, because like I'm sure the gravity changes depending on where you are. Not everybody has the same gravity as Earth. Wasn't very a scientific test, now was it? But hey, you know, we got to see a Warthog explode. We got to see a Warthog flip over. We got to see Miles try and push over a Warthog or lift 2 tons, which is a lot. That's 4,000 pounds, which I'm not sure if 10 kilograms is 22 pounds. Somebody can do the math. So, yeah, it's really heavy. So I imagine they made like a decorative one, not out of metal, and didn't have an engine, and blew that one up. Or maybe they did make one out of metal, didn't put an engine in it, and they drove the decorative one. Because they said they got it, which means they probably got it loaned from somebody, considering it's right-hand drive. Somebody probably made it in another country, and then Rooster Teeth probably asked to borrow it, or paid them to like bring it over or something. That's probably what happened. Then Rooster Teeth probably made a copy of it. I don't know if they blew up that copy, or they made another copy that's less or more fragile and blew that one up. I'm not really sure. It was weird to see Miles wearing Sarge's. It would have been funny if he like started talking. He started talking in Felix's voice. That would have been hilarious. And then he'd like switch. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Sarge," or "I'm not wearing the helmet anymore." That would have been funny. That would have been hilarious. Miles is awesome. I love Miles. Him as Felix was just amazing. I've watched a lot of stuff with Miles in it. His performance as Felix is just the absolute best thing I've seen him do. I've seen him in Ruby. I've seen him in Camp. I've seen him in Genlock. Seen him Red vs. Blue, and his Felix performance was just spectacular. But that was, I guess, my first taste of Immersion, which is a Rooster Teeth series that I've been told I need to watch. I probably will get to it at some point. So, in the future. But next episode is going to be the season finale of season 14, and then we'll be on to season 15, which I hear things are going to be a little bit different. So, I'm looking forward to it. I'm curious what the season finale is going to be. I'm curious what season 15 is. Subscribe if you're new and you enjoyed this video and you want to see more from me. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, cue the music.